I remember when I was in the army, there was a guy, and he was a good looking guy. Um, but he wasn't the brightest spark on the planet, so he was reasonably good looking, but he was dumb as dog shit, to put it bluntly. Um, but he was always dating these like amazingly hot women. And when I say hot women, they weren't hot just physically hot, they were hot mentally hot. These were, doctors and lawyers and just really, really intelligent women that look gorgeous. And we're looking and going, how is this possible? And and so one day I decided to ask him, and I was a little bit blunt back then. So I walked up and I said, Shane, you're not the brightest person on the planet. I literally said that to him. How is it that you're, dating all these really hot women? And he turned into like this wise Obi-Wan Kenobi character. He put his arm around my shoulder and he said, Damian, what you don't understand is I ask a lot. Most of them say no. You just see the ones that say yes. And it was like, so when we're looking at that, and certainly, from a sales perspective, if we're wanting to create a sales relationship with someone, you find that people that are already online with what you're they've got similar beliefs, that they're actually show interest straight away. So when and I connected this with, after my marriage broke down, I was talking with a lot of people that I know that have long-term relationships. And one thing that was consistent, the numbers were slightly different, but they all said, when they were dating and looking for a partner, they had a criteria that was right for them. They knew who they were, or do as much as they could. But they knew what they wanted in a partner. And even you mentioned Tony Robbins before. Tony Robbins talked about that. He identified what was the type of partner he wanted. But it was the people, and one person put a number on it. They said, if that person didn't meet at least, if the person I was dating didn't meet at least 80% of that criteria, I just stopped seeing them, no matter how passionate, no matter how, he said, no matter how much great the sex was, I just stopped seeing. He said that was hard.